Hey, Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing, and it is 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and I'm getting ready to head to Cowan Lake for the second annual Cincinnati Kayak Fishing Snowball Classic. You know, most people would say it's 31 degrees, let's not go fishing, but we're crazy and we don't want the season to end. So we're going out on the lake. Right now, I think there was like 15 or 16 people signed up, but maybe we'll have some last minute people and get together and have some fun, catch some bass hopefully. So here I go, got to get going. Hopefully we stay warm, catch fish, have fun, stay safe. I'll see you guys out there at the ramp. Well, when I left home 45 minutes ago, it was 4-mile-per-hour winds peaking out at 7, and when I got here, it's 10-mile-per-hour winds and going up from here. So I didn't even look at what it was peaking out at. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now. Well, I'm the only one here at this ramp, which surprises me because launch is in 45 minutes, but I guess no one needs 45 minutes to set up, or no one wants to stand out here in this weather. I think that might be it. Okay, well, it took me about 30 seconds to realize it is freezing out here. That 10-mile-per-hour wind and the 30-degree weather is just a fantastic combination, let me tell you. So, I guess the sun will come up here eventually, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna get moving and try to warm up. It would make me feel better if someone else showed up here because it is dark and I am very alone. But I'm parked right here under this street lamp, and it makes me feel somewhat better.
It's so hard to see.
The Grinch is fishing the Snowball Classic. That is awesome. All right, Grinch.
All right, good luck, people.
Good luck.
Just not better luck than me.
Such a Grinch. .29, 1 minute till line's in. Getting excited. I'm gonna start on deep water. I'm gonna throw shallow to shallow, like points and banks that have deep water right next to it. So that's the plan. Gonna start with a lipless crankbait, blade bait, deep diving crankbait, chatterbait. I've got a Texas rig TRD and a weightless Senko. So that's the starting lineup. Let's do this. So I'm down at the dam end. This is the dam behind me. The spillway's right over there, and it's about 40 feet in the middle over here, of course up to shallow on the bank. So I'm gonna throw the lipless crankbait around here. Chartreuse blackback is always a good color here at Cowan, and this is the red eye shad, the smaller size. So this is gonna help me get down to the bottom and up and down in the water column. I'm gonna let it kind of like flutter down like a dying bait fish, like a dying little shad, and see what happens, and then rip it off the bottom and do it again. So that's the plan. I'm throwing that on my Little Miami Outfitters Proteus rod. This is the 7-foot medium heavy version. Well, this is something you don't see me doing voluntarily very often in the past. I'm gonna throw an umbrella rig. So the umbrella rig mimics like a school of bait fish, and I know this time of year they tend to target kind of like slower shad, like dying shad would be the ultimate right now. So this little school of bait fish, in Ohio the rule is 3 hooks per pole. So I bought this cool little umbrella rig from Picasso that only has 3 hooks on it, so I don't have to mess with dummy hooks. I figure it's a good compromise. So I'm really happy with this. Gonna throw it for the first time here. I've got it on the Proteus rod, the 7'3" one. I spooled it up with braid on my Shimano Crowmark reel here, and I'm going to see how the longer rod does, hurling this thing out there. I thought maybe the longer rod and this heavier lure would be a good combination. Long casts and lots of time to catch a fish and a retrieve. So let's see how it goes. It's my first time ever spooling a reel with braid. So I'm really excited that I finally got it. It took me a long time to get the little braid through the hole, but it worked, and I didn't even get a backlash on my first cast. Well, I've been trying now for 2 hours to get a reaction bite with those like blade baits, lipless, crankbaits, chatterbaits, all that kind of stuff. So nothing so far. 2 hours down. I have to make a change because, you know, tournament time. So I'm going to try the Texas Rig Big TRD by Z-Man. And this is their covertooth, their chartreuse, because it's really muddy here. So I put on a little bit of a heavier weight. I was planning on doing like a let the soft plastic drift down like a dying shad, but as windy as it is today, I'm going heavier weight. So I'm going to get this up in shore, like right to the bank, right to the wood, see if anything's hanging tight to cover, and I'll alternate that in with going offshore a little bit and throwing into shore with something moving and see what we can get. Remember Bert, and he just got a brand new trolling motor. Does it have spot lock?
It does.
Oh man, Bert's gonna be too cool for me now. Look at that setup. Did you set it up at Strictly Sail and Kayak?
You know I did. Yeah, Brian wanted some pictures.
Yeah. I already got the best one ever. Did you see Grimsley?
Yeah.
Head to toe Grinch costume?
Oh no, I didn't see that. What now?
Yeah. Bert, how many fish you got?
One.
Oh, I don't have any fish. How many? 14 and a quarter?
Yep.
Wow.
Little baby.
That's not a baby here in the winter.
No, that's true.
Good job. So Bert's kicking butt, as usual.
Don't know about that.
With his fancy new spot lock trolling motor. Beautiful setup. All right, I gotta get back to fishing here. This sunshine's gonna add power to me. Well, this is really awesome. The sun's come out. It makes such a big difference. I still haven't got any fish. I'm throwing around the big TRD up to wood on shore, mixing it in with the lipless crankbait, the blade bait, my 5XD, my frit side, flat side. I feel like there's something else. Oh, I need to tie on a finesse jig. That's next, but it's so windy and so wavy, and I don't know, would they even be able to see it? So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but just gonna keep going, alternating these baits, the soft plastic and the reaction bite, and with the power of the sun, I can keep going and get a fish.
Give me this before I forget.
What is it?
Your thing.
What thing?
From the ramp.
Oh, thank you. You can just throw it. Just toss. Toss the whole thing.
It.
That's the worst throw ever. I got a fish, 13 inches. I'm on the board. Got to get some more. This tournament is a 3 fish limit, 8-inch minimum. So got to get 2 more to get my limit.
I start off with the first part of the day all organized, and by the end of the day it's just all thrown.
Yeah.
I threw the Z-Man on that side, and the regular one's on that side. There, so they don't,
Oh, so they don't mix?
yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Yup.
All right.
All right, now let's go catch fish.
Push over so I don't. Never mind.
No.
I'll just stick with
Yeah,
it.
just run into it.
We're
It's
good.
fine.
We're golden.
We're good. All right, fish number 2, 16¼ inches. So 2 hours left to go in the tournament, and I actually have 2 fish. I have a 13-inch fish and a 16¼ inch fish. So that's very exciting. That's twice as many fish as I had at this tournament last year. So big improvement. All my fish have come on this blade bait. So I can't remember the brand name, but I get them from Tackle Warehouse. It's the same as like all the other blade baits, the Silver Buddy, the Cincy Fisher, if you want to get something local to Cincinnati. But I always thought that these had to be fished like vertically jigging. So down in like Gunnersville and Chickamauga on a creek ledge, you know, my buddy Scott showed me how to do it where you just sort of jig it like this, and we've caught a ton of big fish down there on it. But I never had any idea that you could throw it out and reel it back. So I'm throwing it out and I'm alternating between reeling along the bottom and just twitching and letting it flutter, and then twitching and letting it flutter. So I'm yo-yoing it, and then I'm reeling and twitching and reeling and twitching. So I've got 1 fish each way so far. So we'll see what works out more, and hopefully I can get 1 more fish and get my limit, and then upgrade and knock out that 13 and have a great day. It's already a great day. All right, let's get back to it.
Good luck, but not too much.
Thanks, you too. Dang it, another heartbreaker. Oh, I really wanted that to be a fish. All right, come on, get a fish. 15 minutes till line's out. Well, tournament's over. I ended up with just the 2 fish. I got a 13-inch and a 16¼ So last year at the first annual Cincinnati Kayak Fishing Snowball Classic, I only got 1 fish. So I doubled my number of fish this year. That's a huge improvement. So no, seriously, I'm happy with the 2 fish. This lake fish is really tough, even in the summer, and water temperature is 41 degrees right now. So to be able to get the 2 fish, I'm happy with that. it was kind of interesting. It was the first time that I've ever thought, hey, I catch one more fish, I could win this thing. So that is really encouraging to me, that maybe my mindset is starting to catch up with the fact that I'm fishing these tournaments and I should consider myself in the race for winning all the time. But I tend not to. I tend to think, oh gosh, I just want to get a fish, or I just want to get a limit. Because, you know, this year I got my first ever 3 fish limit, and I got my first ever 5 fish limit, and I got my first top 10, and I got my first top 5 in an online. So I think 6th is still my best as an in-person, but we'll see, maybe I can beat that on this one. So anyway, it was a great time. I want to thank Brian Tacey with Cincinnati Kayak Fishing for sitting there and judging all these fish. I kind of say that sarcastically. There wasn't a lot of fish, but still, I really appreciate him doing all the work behind the scenes so that we can get out here and play and enjoy these tournaments. And I want to thank Strictly Sail and Kayak for use of the Hobie Lynx, because it was hecka windy out here today, and that Lynx just makes me feel so comfortable and confident in the waves and everything. So thank you, Strictly Sail and Kayak. Thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. And yeah, I'm getting out of breath here because I have a long pedal back to the ramp. So anyway, thank you guys, I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back out on a lake again before ski season starts, so I'll either see you inside this winter or in the spring. So I'll see you guys later. How about that? Thanks for watching.
How'd you do?
Woo, you caught 2.
Good. I know you can do it on your own.
Thanks.
But I don't want to see you face plant.
Look at that! John Graves from John Graves Kayak Fishing. Here we are, Cincinnati, Cincy Brewing. Where is it? Cincy Brewing.
I've never been here before.
Me either.
No, we got temperature controls here.
Oh, you have to have
Yeah, there's like hook lines here.
Yeah.
And you can actually control it from that. So here,